Femi never thought he would see Linda again. When she walked out that stormy night 5 years ago, her shoulders hunched under the weight of his betrayal, he was certain she was gone for good. And perhaps that's what he wanted, a fresh start without the guilt of looking her in the eyes every day while he lived his double life. Linda had been the kind of wife every man claimed to want, patient, supportive, and understanding. She held their fragile home together when his business failed, quietly selling her grandmother's jewelry to pay the bills. She stood by him when others would have walked away, enduring long nights of his silence and coldness, believing he would come around. But Femi didn't come around. Instead, he found solace in Vanessa, a younger, carefree woman who made him feel alive again. Linda discovered the truth in the most humiliating way, walking into their favorite restaurant to surprise him on his birthday, only to find him sharing an intimate dinner with Vanessa. That night, Linda didn't scream, throw things, or ask for explanations. She simply turned and left, her heart shattering into a million pieces. But in the quiet of her solitude, amidst the tears and sleepless nights, she thought about the years she had given him and the sacrifices she had made. Something in her broke. She vowed never to be the broken, forgotten woman again. For 5 years, Linda disappeared. While Femi married Vanessa, rebuilt his business, and had 2 children, Linda worked tirelessly. She enrolled in business school, studied late into the night, and cultivated powerful connections. She learned corporate strategies, invested wisely, built her brand and became a force to be reckoned with in the same industry Femi dominated. Linda didn't just come back for revenge, she came back to destroy. At a grand gala hosted by Femi's company to celebrate another year of success, Linda made her move. She arrived unannounced, dressed in a floor-length emerald gown that clung to her figure, exuding elegance and power. Her entrance turned heads, and the room buzzed with whispers. Femi froze when he saw her approaching him, her smile sending chills down his spine. "Femi," she said smoothly, holding out her hand. "Linda," he stammered, his face pale. "I didn't expect." "I know," she interrupted, her lips curling into a cold smile. "Life has a funny way of bringing people back together, doesn't it?" By the end of the evening, Linda had charmed half the room, including Femi's biggest investors. She hinted at launching a competing business, and her laughter filled the air as she held court among the crowd. In the following weeks, Linda struck like a silent predator. She poached Femi's top clients with irresistible deals and partnered with his suppliers, cutting off his resources. His contracts crumbled one by one, and his once thriving empire began to fall apart. But Linda wasn't satisfied with just his business. She wanted to unravel every piece of his life. Vanessa, already feeling the strain of Femi's failing business, became an easy target. Linda befriended her at social events, always the picture of grace and kindness. Slowly, she planted seeds of doubt. "Femi must be working late again," she said one evening over drinks. "He's lucky to have someone as patient as you." Vanessa's insecurities grew, and soon, the arguments at home intensified. The breaking point came at another gala. Femi was set to give a keynote speech, a moment that could have salvaged his reputation. But just as he began, Linda executed her final move. Leaked documents exposed Femi's unethical business practices and hidden debts. The room erupted in chaos as reporters bombarded him with questions, and investors stormed out in disgust. Linda, standing in the corner, sipped her champagne with a calm smile. That night, as Femi sat alone in his office, staring at the ruins of everything he had built, the door creaked open. Linda walked in, her presence commanding. "You thought I was weak," she began, her voice cold and steady. "You thought I'd fade into the background while you played house with Vanessa. But you underestimated me, Femi. You forgot who I am." "Linda, he started, his voice trembling. "Don't," she interrupted sharply. Don't insult me with your apologies. This isn't about forgiveness. This is about consequences. She turned to leave but paused at the door. Goodbye, Femi. You won't see me again. But you remember me every time you look at what's left of your life. And with that, Linda walked out, leaving Femi alone with his guilt, his regret, and the knowledge that he had destroyed the one woman who had truly loved him.